Hey there, Aquarius. Welcome to your reading for the week of December 7th. This week, we're gonna just jump right into it and see what's going on for you here. We're gonna take a look at your current energies here, and then we're going to clarify with the baby tarot, and we're gonna see if there's any additional advice or anything else that wants to come up. But let's see here. For some of you, this is kind of like, I feel like saying freedom from sadness. So that would be a good thing, I would say, if you have been feeling sad or depressed here. Definitely a very heavy energy with these first two cards. But the cards underneath it are actually pretty positive here, Aquarius. So I do feel like overall, it could be a pretty positive reading. I feel like it's almost like you're trying to see your way out of a situation where you could be feeling trapped or stuck. Pisces had a very similar message. I do find that for the most part in the tarot, like the two signs next to each other in astrology do typically get similar messages. And so it's definitely popping into my head here, but your overall energy is the Y card. So I feel like some of you could be wondering why you had to go through something here. I feel like I said this to you in your December reading. If you haven't watched the December reading yet, I'll try to remember to link it down below, but I'm pretty sure it was you. I could be wrong, but I feel like I said something to you about, it's almost like you're kind of wondering why you couldn't just skip a step. It's like, I feel like saying something that was always going to happen is happening. Which is so weird. For some of you, I feel like it's like maybe there was like an argument in a relationship that made you sad here that led to, I wouldn't really call this a breakup, but maybe it led to a break with the Four of Swords here. Very specific story, but it's almost like there was a break. Could have been a breakup for some of you. But it's like you're just finding your way back to someone here, I feel, with that Four of Wands. And I do not do X-back readings, Aquarius, but I do feel like for some of you, it's like you could be finding your way back to a person. For some of you, this could be kind of like a past life connection or something like that as well. So maybe this didn't even happen in this lifetime, but I do feel there is kind of like something being divinely guided here. I'm really focused on the angel. You have the Lovers card as your center card, Aquarius. And the center card in this 9-card spread is the most important card. So I feel like there's definitely love energy for you here. You have the Ten of Wands here. Ten of Wands is a card of burdens, card of heavy energy, card of dealing with heavy burdens in your life as well. Also a card of exhaustion. So I feel like some of you could be feeling emotionally exhausted for the most part. This is your past position as well, this first row. So you could be feeling much better now, at the time of watching this reading. But you have the Nine of Cups, the Seven of Pentacles, and the Seven of Cups. A lot of fears here. A lot of what ifs type of energy here on the Seven of Cups. To me, 2 sevens is internal fears that don't exist. You have that Nine of Cups. For some of you, I'm getting kind of like two stories here. For some of you, I feel like this is one of those situations where someone could have walked away. It could have been you that walked away as well, Aquarius, from a situation, because it's like, for some of you, I feel like this person here, I feel like they were almost happy with what they have. That's the message that I'm getting. And so what the hell does that mean? I feel that this could be a situation where maybe someone walked away from a relationship because it's like they didn't want to deal with the burden of a breakup. And you might be saying, well, this person caused a breakup in the first place. But I feel like it's almost like they could look at relationships as the potential of losing something or the potential of things being taken away from them if they commit to a relationship. So I feel like you could have been dealing with someone who is almost like happy with it's like they're content. I like the Nine of Cups. It's a card of wishes, but it is just a card of contentment. There is more than the Nine of Cups. There's the Ten of Cups. So I feel for some of you that this is a person here that just didn't quite want to get to that Ten of Cups place. It's like they're content. They're happy where they are, and they don't realize that their life could be much better. Again, I'm not calling you out here, Aquarius, but that could be you. It doesn't even have to be in love. I feel like saying there is more in life. You deserve more as well, Aquarius. I believe everybody deserves more. And so I feel for a lot of you, this is saying that, you could be content, but there could be more to to your life, or there could be more happiness coming in for you. Seven of Cups says you're spoiled for choice. So I feel like you just need to make a choice here. I really feel like these sevens aren't important. Of course they're important. Of course they showed up in your reading, but I feel like they're more talking about fears. You have the Five of Cups here. I feel like for some of you, this is like needing to see what you do have in your life, of course. For others, I just feel like some sadness in general or some emotions, like I was saying earlier. You have the Nine of Wands, the Lovers, and the Justice card here. I do feel like you will be getting justice in this situation if what I said happened to you over here in this first row. The Nine of Wands is like setting boundaries in future relationships. So I feel like for some of you, you could just be setting boundaries in a relationship, or you will be setting boundaries. For others, I feel like, again, for some reason, I do feel like this could be someone coming back from the past here, Aquarius. It could be another air sign with the Lovers, could be a Gemini, could also be a Libra as well for some of you. For others, it could be someone who just has like a lot of air in their chart or something like that. So I do feel like this could be someone coming back, almost Aquarius. And I feel like you're going to be setting boundaries so that this sadness doesn't happen again. For others, I feel like someone is realizing, I feel like someone's having regrets here, Aquarius, in a love situation. For others, I just feel that this could be you looking for a more balanced life. It's like you're realizing that something is dead, done, over with, I feel, with this Lovers card. Like one side is dead, the other side is alive. I feel like you're realizing that there's something, like you want something new in your life. I almost feel like you're seeing that something is possible with the Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups is like imagination, but it's also a lot of what ifs, like I said at the beginning of the reading. It can be you imagining something amazing coming into your life. But what I do think is interesting is you go from the Seven of Cups to Lovers to the Four Swords. Four Swords is like getting a little bit more serious. This person is meditating, dreaming, but they're kind of maybe not taking action, but this person here in this stained glass window is receiving blessings, and they are like meditating. It's like they're starting to get on the vibration train, is what I feel like saying here, Aquarius. So for some of you, it's like maybe there's something you desire to do in your life, or maybe you have recently been inspired by something. I almost feel like you're seeing something as possible here, Aquarius, with this Seven of Cups. And maybe something that you never thought was possible. Maybe you never thought it was possible to have a business, or maybe you never thought it was possible to be successful, or to be a millionaire, or to be whatever it is that you dream of being. And I feel like this Four of Swords, it isn't quite action, but what is popping into my head is the vibration train. So I feel like sometimes it's like when we think about something and then when we start meditating on it, it's like we start getting the momentum building in the right direction, and that's where we can like manifest things very quickly. So don't be surprised if you manifest something very quickly here. Let's get started. You have on this route, you have the Four of Wands here, which is like freedom. So you could be manifesting freedom. This is of course a card of marriage, but to me the Four of Wands is after marriage. The people have already been married on the Four of Wands, and it's really a card of celebration. So I feel like there's a future celebration coming in for you here. You have the Four of Swords, Six of Pentacles, Eight of Swords. It's like you're finally, I feel like you are getting ready to get started. Really weird. Almost every single sign has had the Six of Pentacles this week. And so I feel like you're just planting seeds, getting started. And again, it could just be vibrationally towards some sort of blessing. The Eight of Swords is still a little bit of stuck thinking, It's still saying like, how do I create balance in my life? Or how do I, what actions do I take? The Justice card here, I feel is like really saying to you, like, how do you get the scales to tip in your favor, Aquarius? So maybe there's something you're dreaming of having, or maybe there's some sort of dream that you have in your life, something you want to accomplish. And that Justice card is with the Eight of Swords here, I feel like it's saying like, what actions do you need to take to get the scales to tip in your favor? Number one, meditation. Right? I feel like literally just thinking about something, just meditating on something, I feel will get things moving in the right direction with that Four of Swords. We're also going to ask for more detail right now and see what you can do to accomplish these dreams here, Aquarius. But I would say very interesting reading, and let's see what we have going on for you here. I haven't seen a reading like this in a while, so we'll have to see. But you have the Nine of Cups and the Nine of Wands here. You have the King of Swords. So your energy, this is you kind of really taking the lead, stepping up into a leadership position. Sometimes I feel that the King of Swords isn't really talking about anything particular. Sometimes I feel that the King of Swords is just an energy of mastery, and that's what I feel for you. So I feel like you could be mastering something here, or it's like you're mastering a skill, or you are just being seen as a master. And between the Seven of Pentacles and the Lovers, there you go, the Queen of Swords here. Divine counterparts for sure. I do not really like the King and Queen of Swords coming up together in a love reading like this. or in a reading that could have to do about love, because to me they're both like a little bit closed off. What I would say is I do feel like there's like a reopening energy here. So if you're in a no contact situation, I feel like there could be contact. And again, I do not attach gender to my cards, so it doesn't matter what gender you're attracted to here. This is just divine counterparts. It's just the energy. But I do feel like it's almost like someone is opening up. The Queen here is pointing towards the King. So it's almost like if you're patient, someone's going to be opening up to you. Between the Seven of Cups and the Justice card, you have the Two of Wands. I really feel like you're taking the lead. Let's put it this way: Aquarius, King of Swords, authority, mastery, Queen of Swords, literally the step before authority. I mean, there are books about tarot that say the Queen of Swords is the step before authority. And then you have the Two of Wands taking the lead. Two of Wands, he is literally taking the lead to move forward towards new lands, or towards having the whole world in his hands. So I feel for a lot of you, you're taking action on a dream. Two of Wands, of course, says that something from the past stands on its own. So I do feel, I get this energy of needing to move on from something. Like if you've been working at a job for a long time, for example, this could say maybe there's a new job or there's something different that you could accept. Could also be like maybe you're thinking about starting a new business, or getting into a new relationship. This is kind of like a card that says it's time to move on, because something from the past, this second wand, stands on its own. Between the Nine of Wands and the Four of Swords, you have the Three of Swords, heartbreak here, so definitely healing from a heartbreak. I feel like this is more saying you could, like I said at the beginning of the reading, how funny is that? I said it's more like you could have been taking a break from a person, so there you go, right there. Between the Lovers and the Six of Pentacles, here you go. Like I said, Wheel of Fortune. Wheel of Fortune is the only card, or one of the only cards in the deck that I consider an ex coming back. So definitely, like I said at the beginning of the reading, I feel like this could be someone coming back from the past here. I feel like there's a need to set boundaries if you're going to accept someone back from the past with that Nine of Wands. And I also feel like you're going to need to, I don't really like the Wheel of Fortune for someone coming back, because to me it's like a repeat cycle. To me it says do not repeat the same cycle from the past. So I feel like there's a need to make sure you don't repeat the same mistakes. Between the Justice card and the Eight of Swords, you have the Five of Swords. Definitely a breakup, separation. Five of Swords, very independent energy as well. So teamwork could be very beneficial for you this week here, Aquarius, or making sure to work on a team. I feel like these two people need to get on the same page. So again, if you're dealing with someone from the past, I would get on the same page here. Top row outcome, you have the Eight of Cups. Eight of Cups is walking away. So some of you could be walking away from something that no longer serves you. Again, some of you might decide that this relationship coming back is not the right thing for you. So you could be choosing to set yourself free with the Four of Wands. You could be walking towards something new. For others, this whole row to me is like innovation. You have the Two of Wands, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Eight of Cups. Eight of Cups to me can just represent, walking away from anything. It could be, and it's walking into darkness. This guy here, he is walking into darkness. It is a card that can represent fears, because he's not quite sure what to expect, but he's walking towards fulfillment. He's walking towards the Nine of Cups. I do feel there's a need for you to, but the interesting thing is I feel like there's a need for you to walk away from the Nine of Cups here. I feel like you need to walk towards the Ten of Cups, true fulfillment, true happiness, basically everything you want. Middle row here, you have the Four of Cups. Like I said, I feel like you're seeing something is possible finally, and maybe you're just starting vibrationally. Four of Cups is kind of like saying, let's get the ball rolling. I feel like you need to get something started here. And bottom row here, you have the Six of Swords. Definitely improvements coming in for you, especially if you're moving on from a person here. I want to pull an extra row. Yeah, you have the Lovers. Definitely walking towards new love, or love in general. King of Wands could be a fire sign here, Aquarius. And the Nine of Pentacles. A lot of success coming in for you. For those of you who are not looking for love, or even if you are, like I said, the Lovers to me is like a new path opening up for you. Definitely the most important card in your reading, because it shows up as your center card. You have the King of Wands, Nine of Pentacles. King of Wands, very wholehearted energy. King of Wands to me is kind of like an energy of raising something like a child, really taking care of something, or really nurturing something into existence. Yeah, you're definitely getting moving. You have this Two of the Sea card, which is a card of like movement or moving forward here. Yeah, regeneration card as well. Definitely could be someone from the past, but I would just make sure that you're not repeating something. But all in all, this is a very good reading. I feel like there's an element of fate here as well with this Wheel of Fortune, like something that is meant to happen in your life, or kind of like something that is your destiny. But again, it's just the beginnings, I feel, with that Four of Swords. So if you're thinking about like working on a new project, or if you've recently been inspired by something that you have seen, like a business idea, or this could be a creative idea, it could be anything, or maybe it's like something that you think you want to do in your life. It's kind of like the beginnings of this. For the most part, I feel like there's a lot of luck coming in for you here as well. With the Wheel of Fortune, yeah, you have this Truth Be Told card. I feel like you're just opening up to your own inner truth with this card, is what I'd say. So I like this a lot for you, Aquarius. So thank you for watching, and definitely enjoy your week.